Hey guys, thanks for checking out this video. Make sure you hit the subscribe button, lower right hand corner. Also, leave us a comment in the comment section here at Fish Hunt Northwest. Subscribe to our channel, never miss a single segment, a how-to, a cooking recipe, or even our live shows. Do it now. Hey guys, welcome back to Fish Hunt Northwest. We are here on the riverbank. Actually got this nice little coho, and we often get questions from a lot of folks on, hey, how do you field dress, I guess if that's a term, how do you field dress your coho or chinook when you're out there at the river prior to throwing them in the cooler? So a couple things you want to think about. Right here where we're at, we got a lot of sand floating in the water, so I never clean my fish until I get ready to leave, because I don't want all that sand and dirt washing into the body cavity once I open it up and get the entrails out and get the eggs out. Okay, this is a nice little hen. Again, it's kind of sandy around here, so we're going to try to keep the bottom of this fish nice and clean before we open her up. And I have sitting right here my knife. These cleaning knives with these spoons on here work really well. If you don't have a knife with a spoon attachment, I suggest you get one. It works great in getting all the blood and stuff out of your fish. Okay, I also have a bag sitting there ready to go for my eggs. I want to try to keep the eggs completely out of the water, out of the dirt, out of the sand. So knowing that this is a hen and I have eggs in here, I'm going to start at the anus, okay, and we are going to not go deep angle like this. We want to keep this trajectory somewhat shallow and come straight up and right between the fins. Okay, we're avoiding hitting those eggs because we don't want to cut those eggs all up as they sit. Now we're going to open that up, and you can see I did nick it a little bit right there, but not too terribly bad. All right, real nice coho. Meat looks fantastic, and these eggs are just lying in here. Now, for the most part, they're pretty loose, so you can see the skin attachment, if I can get that open there. That tears relatively easy. You can just run your hand along there and pop that out. They're also attached way up here at the top, and that's where you want to reach in there, and just with your hands, you can easily just kind of massage that out of there and pop that skin off of there, okay? And I'll get that one nice and freed up. And I'll reach in here, get this other one, and pop that top skin on there. I don't need to get the knife in there and dig that out. It comes off relatively easy. This is the membrane that surrounds the eggs, okay? So now, once I get that loosened up, I can grab my bag right here. And again, if they do get into the river water, it's not that big of a deal, though I try to keep them, for the most part, out of the river. Okay, so now we're just going to grab these eggs and put it right here in the old bag. Okay, there's one skein, there's the other skein, comes right out, and those we will take home and get cured up, keep them in the bag. Now, there's not that much blood in those eggs because we took opportunity when we first got this fish, before we bonked it or knocked it out or anything. You pop a gill, and while that heart's still pumping, it rushes all that blood out of the body cavity and out of your eggs, okay? So we have a little bit of blood to get out of there, but we'll do that later when we're going to cure the eggs. Now, for the rest of this, it's pretty easy. I like to make sure I cut it all the way to the top, and next thing I like to attack is the gills. And for me, I just go in through one side of the gill plate, pop it right through the other, and take it right on up. Now I can reach down in here and I can follow that gill plate around, and starting at the very top of the head, okay, we just follow that right around and come back in on this side. If you can see it, just gonna grab that one, okay, and that pretty much gets all the gills right there. Then I just like to go to the base right here. That's all the gills in one hand. Throw those out in the river, don't leave them on the shoreline. The critters will eat them out in the water. You start stacking fish guts up here on the shoreline, it gets pretty nasty. So now, with pretty much all the gills removed, this is wide open. Wash the sand out of there. Now it's a couple simple easy cuts right here. You can see the esophagus and all the entrails, and you can see this attachment skin right here. Once I get that attachment skin out of there, which is a cut right there, a cut right there, I can literally take this from the top in, follow it around both sides, and look it. I can literally pull all that right on out of there. So all the entrails come out together, out into the river. Now if I rinse this off and take a look, okay, pretty much everything's out of there. Gills, all the guts, all the way down to the bottom end. What we have left in here is actually the kidney, which is that bloodline that runs along the back. Now I can simply put a simple straight cut down, and this is where the spoon comes in so handy. I'm going to turn this around because I'm right-handed, and we just scrape that right down. Okay. Scrape all that out to the head, because you want to get all that blood out of there. And we're just going to rinse this out. Again, we're kind of in a sandy area here, so I'm going to get out in this clean water. Whew. Just like that. So, nice and clean. Most of the blood's out of it. All the guts are out, gills are out, and ready to throw in the cooler and take home. Not that much to it. Some people struggle with that. Some don't know what to do with their eggs when they're done for the day. Again, if you're going to fish for a while and your limit's more than one fish, keep it on a stringer, bleed it, keep it on a stringer, keep it in the water so it stays cold. Then when you get done at the end of the day, clean your fish, throw it in your fish bag. Always bring a cooler or fish bag. Kill bags from Silver Horde work fantastic. I have a lot of them and I use them often. Keep your fish on ice for the ride home. The cooler they are when you get home, the easier they are to fillet. Take care of your catch. Okay, that's going to do it for us out here on the riverbank today. Stick around. We're going to jump out for a quick commercial break and we'll be back right after this.